So without an amplifier, it would make it very difficult for me to optionally be able to increase the volume. So I had to manually increase the volume through my audio editing software program so that way it's loud enough for people to listen to me. Hello there, DJ fans, music lovers, and people alike. This is DJ MJM, also known as Super Flash Driver, Classic Car Composer 1080, Extreme Reviewer 101, DJ MJM 1080, also known as Matthew John, on Skype, Telegram, Discord, GroupMe, and in real life. And today, I just wanted to make an announcement that not many of you have seen coming, but I think at this point, you might want to know what I've been doing. What I've been doing is that I've been doing every kind of music, every kind of videography, photography, DJing, any kind of thing that's out there for me to learn. So I'm hoping in the near future to learn how to make an original mix. Yes, you heard that right. I'm hoping in the near future for my YouTube channel to be able to post an original mix for you guys to listen to. And it won't be on SoundCloud, unfortunately, because of copyright ID, but I'll actually put it onto my YouTube channel under the name DJ MGM 1080, so that way you guys can actually listen to it if you want. It will be unlisted though, so you'll probably need a link in the description, but I'll tell you when you need it. But the unfortunate thing on SoundCloud, as many of you have not seen coming, and many have wondered what I have been doing lately. And the problem is that I will no longer be able to upload anymore to SoundCloud ever again. What I mean by that is that I can't upload any more copyrighted material like remixes, mashups, and beat matching stuff anymore. And because of this, every time when I upload something that's copyrighted ID, even though it's supposed to be a remix and a mashup, SoundCloud uses this copyrighted content ID, just like YouTube has, to figure out what kind of song it has in it or whatever parts of the song is in it and just take it down without letting anyone be able to see it. And I've had this about twice. The first time I did it with Waves of Gentlemen, the second time I did it with Green Light Blow Your Mind, and the third time when I wanted to upload Bad Blood, my remix version of it, but they just took it down without a care in the world. Those bastards. So, as many of you have heard already, I will no longer be uploading to SoundCloud again. And to be honest, it's actually the place that I started looking up a lot of great remixes and actually a lot of great songs that I haven't heard of. There were even remixes of my favorite 1980s and 1990s songs that I haven't heard of yet. One of those was Easy Lover by Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, which was from a radio station, but it was a really good bootleg remix of it. And I used to have it in my iTunes collection, but because I formatted my hard drive by mistake on May 25th, 2016, now I've lost my whole iTunes collection from the past, and now I had to start all over again from scratch. So that's kind of sad if you ask me. I've also lost a lot of stuff from there too, not just music. So it was devastating. But to get back to SoundCloud, I do like to thank everyone that's following me. I do like to thank for all the comments that some people have put down. But most of the time, I do thank you for following me on this channel. But as of right now, I'm no longer going to be posting songs or mashups or remixes ever again because of this copyright ID. So let me show you now how I did my remixes. This right here is Virtual DJ 8.0, not the updated version which is 8.2, but I have the 8.0, the actual original that I actually started on. And what you're seeing on screen if you're watching this in video is that at the top left corner I have my first deck, the right top corner I have my red deck, the bottom left corner I have the third deck, and in the bottom right corner I have the yellow deck. So I have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. Now, Why is this important? Well, I never got a DJ controller when I was young. And it wasn't until Pioneer introduced the DDJ SZ that I really wanted that controller. But before I got a controller, I used to just do it on a computer. So if you're watching this in video, what I would do is that, say for example, I drag this song, and I would drag this to all 4 decks. And what I would do is that I would play one deck first, then maybe another at a certain point if I have a cue point, the third one at a different point, and then the fourth one at a different point. But at the same time being able to overlay it at the beginning. So if you ever listen to my Come Get It Bae remix, you'll probably realize this is how I did it. Same thing with the Cinnamon mashup when I actually did it. Same thing with a lot of these remixes, including the Beginner Mixtape remix, which I actually did it. Let me show you it right here. I actually did it on deck 1 and deck 2 at the same time. And I would put in all these effects, do some loops, and probably just change this to make it 128, the tempo I mean. So now I have my 2 decks on here. So as you can see, Virtual DJ 8.0 was actually the place that I started my remixes and mashups. But it wasn't until I got a Pioneer DDJ SZ that I was able to do a lot more remixes and be able to practice a lot more than what I did. So for those that are watching, this is what it actually looks like. So as you can see right here, I'm showing the controller to you. This is the controller that I actually have now. I did have scratches on the decks though by mistake because I accidentally dropped it in my garage. But it still works nevertheless, even with the scratches on there. But it kind of showed how careless I was when it came to equipment. So bottom line, I won't be able to post any copyrighted material of a remix or a mashup ever again. Not even my beginner mixtapes. And second, I tend to have this minute limit of how much I could upload. And unfortunately, I only have 14 minutes left, so this is basically all I got. And then I would have to pay the pro plan. I'm sorry if my tongue is slurring. I would have to pay the pro plan for about $7 a month. That's almost about like $200+ a year. Think about it. You're paying $7 per month, which is 12 months. Can you imagine how much money you wasted just because you want to upload more songs? And don't get me started onto copyright ID when you try to upload a song. That's real shitty. You know what I mean? And plus, if you're not going to use it all the time, then why bother paying the pro plan? Unless if you have a company that shows off other DJs, then that's fine. But if you're just like me, it's not really worth it to actually go for that. You're probably much better off creating a different SoundCloud account than if you were to post it on your regular SoundCloud account. But that's just me. So, to wrap it all up, I'd like to thank all of the followers, all of the watchers that have followed me throughout these almost 3 years. Ever since I first started back on July 17th, 2014. And I'll even show you the likes that I have. But unfortunately, some of the likes are gone. But I'll show you them on the screen. Now, for listeners, you may not be able to see them. But for those that are watching this movie, you'll be able to see them. So, I used to go nuts liking a lot of these remixes that I've liked over time. From Gangnam Style to Let It Rock, to What Does the Fox Say, to Phil Collins, to even songwriters that would make original songs on here. So it was kind of a nice experience to be able to like something that was right on there, and you didn't really have a copyright problem once you upload it. So it was kind of nice to actually be able to look back and be able to like a lot of this stuff that I personally never would find on any other website. But as time went by, I started to end up liking Spinning Records and other electronic music companies instead. So unfortunately, you won't be able to find uh, remixes from regular people anymore. But I like to thank all of you that followed me, and thank you to all the comments throughout these years. I do hope in the near future on my DJ MGM 1080 channel to make an original mix just for you guys once I start learning how to do it. But maybe someday in the near future I might want to do a movie studio myself instead of just doing DJing, because DJing to me is more of a hobby, not something that I want to pursue in a career, but it's something that I could learn just in case if I need to. So if videography doesn't work, then I could do DJing. If DJing doesn't work, then I could probably do photography. If photography doesn't work, then I could probably do art drawing, story writer, and just do all of that on DeviantArt. And yes, I'm on DeviantArt under the name MGM Studios 2020, so check that out when you want to. But if you're not a huge fan artist, or if you're not a huge blueberry inflation person, then it's best not to come. So I thank you for all the followings and the comments that you've guys given to me over the years. It has really helped me to become from your average regular DJ to now just becoming a newly born DJ that's just entering the scene. Keep in mind, there's still a lot more that I can learn, but it's just the practicing that I tend to not like. So, to wrap this all up, unfortunately, I won't be able to post any more stuff on SoundCloud due to copyright ID. But I thank you guys for listening to most of my stuff. I will re-record some of the songs for you guys so that way you could download it from my Google Drive onto your account, so that way you could spread it out to other people that you really like and be able to give it to someone that really likes that remix so much. So I'll be able to re-record some of my stuff and then give it to you guys through my Google Drive account. So until then, guys, this is DJ MJM, also known as Super Flash Driver, Extreme Reviewer 101, Classic Country Poster 1080, DJ MJM 1080, also known as Matthew John on Skype, Telegram, Discord, and GroupMe, also known as MGM Studios 2020 on DeviantArt, Inflation Fan 1080 on Fur Affinity, also known as Matthew John Marinelli in real life. Thanks for listening, and for those that watched the video, thanks for watching. Farewell, SoundCloud. You'll be missed. And for those that are watching the video, signing out.